Hey guys, what's up? It's Arrow here with another battle against a guy named Krypt off Everest Asylum. I didn't end up getting his YouTube, so I'll probably put a link in the description once I find it. But it was an NU battle once again, so let's see how it went. So he starts out with Sign Slash. I start out with my Haunter, which is kind of like a variant on the Gengar leads that people use with Icy Wind and other attacks like that. So I just go with a Hypnosis off the bat, just to do something, because I'm obviously faster. I just go for a safe Thunderbolt, not to overpredict that he would switch back into Sand Slash, because he probably wasn't predicting a Thunderbolt. So that's what happens, and of course he gets another turn of sleep, as he gets some left use recovery. He's probably a special wall variant, but it doesn't matter because I can easily do it, KO it. But he goes back into Sand Slash, and this is where I predict him to switch, so I go for the safe Shadow Ball, and it goes pretty well. Takes him about to a third, I'd say, and he gets a special defense drop, so obviously he can't stay in either way, but he would die anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. But I don't overpredict, I go for a Shadow Ball, and he does pretty well. And you get some more left use recovery back, and it's pretty much a good start at this point. I forced him to switch twice, so I'm at least got 2 of his pokes down at this point, or getting him into a safe KO zone basically. So it's 5-0 right now, and he goes into his Muck, which is probably there to, you know, take my special attacks, because obviously it's a special wall. And he goes for the Shadow Sneak, which means he might be either a Choice Band set or a Curse set, because those are the only 2 that run a Shadow Sneak. So I just go for the safe Hypnosis, and it does. I'm pulling off the Hypnosis relatively well this turn, or this game, because I typically don't, you know, hit with Hypnosis. But anyway, I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball, and I get the Spec D drop, which is pretty big. This is only like the first that actually happened. Oh, he gets the second turn late, I think. Or is that the third turn? Either way, it goes down, or my Haunter goes down. But I'm at a pretty good start at this point, considering I've crippled his lead and taken down his second poke. So I go into Molotov just to do some physical damage, because this is my best physical attacker that can guarantee consistent damage. So I just go for a safe Crunch as he curses up. I don't think I saw the curse previously, so that's why I went to Skuntank. I'm just going to keep going for Crunch because he is at a low point of HP, to which I can safely keep attacking it until it goes down. And it also helps that I got the defense drop, but I don't think it would have mattered at that low of HP. It only would have like prolonged it. But then again, he'll have a move that you'll see is pretty effective against anything that doesn't resist it. So he goes into Sand Slash at that point when he got the special D drop, or the defensive drop, as I go for a Crunch. It was a critical hit, but I'm pretty sure I could have 2-hit KO'd either way, so I don't think it mattered too much. You couldn't really switch into anything or anything like that. So he goes into Dunsparce, as I switch into my Meganium to take the predicted Earthquake, but I forgot they have pair flinching sets now, so that kind of sucks. So I get basically T-waved, and this is going to be a huge stall war, to which I think I speed it up at some point or another, as he keeps headbutting me. But I am a physically defensive Meganium, so I'm able to take that pretty well, plus coupled with the fact that I'm a dual screener, so it's going to be a little stallish at this point. But yeah, considered using the Dunsparce, but I don't know, I don't think they're too reliable. I mean, they have good HP investment, but the only problem is their defenses are subpar, so there are better pokes out there for that kind of thing, like Licky Licky, and even like other non-normal types like Slowking and Nidoqueen, so, and Meganium, which is why I'm stalling it so well. So it's Headbutt Flinch, I get some Reflect Up. I'm synthesizing to basically burn away his... Sorry, I had to pause there. Anyway, basically I'm synthesizing and stalling here with the Reflect and the synthesis to basically stall the hell out of him, so that I can, from that point on, I can go into something that can more effectively take it. And actually I had a Bastiodon to switch into, but I don't know, I didn't want to risk it, didn't know how much damage he would do, even though I do resist it, but I digress. He goes into muck and probably just set up some curses and stuff, to which I respond with my Iron Krypt, my Battle❸, which can obviously wall it pretty effectively, unless it has the brick break. I don't think it packs Earthquake, I don't remember. But anyways, he doesn't have Earthquake because, as I go for the Stealth Rock over Earthquake, he goes for the Explosion. Don't know why, maybe because he was setting up curses, and since he thought I was a standard Battle❸, which I pretty much am, I could just roar him out, so maybe he was just going in for Explosion to do one nice big chunk of damage, which wasn't a half bad idea. But either way, I guess he could have used their option, could have kept his poke. So yeah. From here he goes into he went into his Charizard, and he took a pretty big chunk of Stealth Rock damage, of course, and he sets up Substitute, I believe, as he went for the Roar. Also, this Pikachu sets up the Substitute. I don't know why. He probably thought that Roar is blocked by Substitute, which I guess I couldn't really argue with because I've done some pretty stupid things to Substitute, like using Trick out of Substitute among many other things. But definitely not like stats moves. I tend not to do that. But he goes back into his Dunsparce and goes to the Thunder Wave, and he's gonna try to stall me out, maybe hoping for some crits, flinch, to which he does get admittedly, but it's not gonna really do too much, of course, because I resist both his primary attacking moves. But he goes back into Charizard, to not do anything because it just dies. So that was pretty pointless. But he goes into Pikachu, which was a much better play. He goes for the Surf, but of course I can take it because Battle❸ has some very nice defense, and as long as it doesn't have a quad weakness to something, it can pretty much wall in attack, which is why I chose it for this game. So here I get the incredibly important Toxic off, which was probably the most important play in this game because I needed some consistent damage on Dunsparce. Otherwise, I don't think I have anything that can really take it out without being T-waved and, headbutted to death. So I go for the Rock Blast here to get some consistent damage, and I believe I do 4 times, yeah. So that's a nice big chunk right there. And I think he's going to switch out at that point when I did the large chunk. So he goes back to Pikachu, to which I predict that, of course, and go for a Roar. So I switch him back in, and basically the point at this point, all I need to do is get some more damage on it, whether that be Rock Blasting or Roaring to get some Stealth Rock damage. And then effectively kills Pikachu so that he can stall out and die to Toxic. I don't know why he's roosting. Maybe he didn't know that Toxic damage multiplies. But either way, it's his problem and not mine. So this part of the battle is pretty stallish, so I guess I'll just discuss how I made my team and whatnot. So if you already seen Pokemon Pit vid maybe a month or a couple months ago from one of the Smoking guys, and I think MBZ as well, when they were discussing team building and effective team building strategies. One strategy I liked from Smoking guy, whose name I cannot remember, is splitting your team out into 3 different cores. My first core is my core of leads, and this consists of my Haunter, which is basically a variant of a Gengar lead that you see in OU, which is the Icy Wind lead with Focus Sash. So I outspeed. What I do is typically I have special attack invested in this thing, but it's slightly slower than most of the faster leads. So I usually Icy Wind as they either taunt or go for an attacking move, and then at that point I'm pretty much guaranteed to be faster than the opposing lead, which I can finish off with a Shadow Ball. Also, Icy Wind helps break the Sash, of course, because it does do just enough damage that can break a Sash, and of course it lowers the speed. And I also have Hypnosis in there, just for any leads that happen to be slower. Next I send in Battle❸ because I've presumably killed the Taunter, so I can set up Stealth Rocks, and also sets up Toxic, and it's just your standard phaser. Next 3 members, Golduck, Flareon, and Meganium, are essentially my core. of my Firewire Grass Core. You can easily, resist each other's weaknesses, and that also helps with stealth rocks, which is hugely beneficial. So, of course, Special Wall Flareon, my mixed Golduck, and then my dual screen Meganium, which, as you can see from the battle here, is invested in HP and defense, and some attack. And then lastly, I have what's called the glue of the set, and that kind of patches up any holes I have. So I saw I had problems with special walls, particularly psychic special walls and the occasional ghost special wall that may appear in NU. So I have what's called Stun Tank that has all dark moves and explosions to kill off those pesky special walls. But anyway, right here, as you can see, kind of just finish the battle. I go for the cross chop just to finish it off, and that was pretty much the game. So good game, Krypt. Also, guys, I hope you like the channel. I decided to make a new channel just primarily for uploading battles and whatnot. Just kind of derived from my other channel, which I'm not going to be using for battles anymore. So basically, it'll just be, all stay in here for all the battles and whatnot. So please subscribe to that channel, or this channel, if you just want the battles, among other special stuff like that. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. There's definitely going to be more to come. More than just UU, definitely. Some large variety of tiers, so I hope you enjoy that. And peace out, guys.